All right, this is working. All right. So, hello everybody. Hi, this is my first ever stream, and to talk about myself, my name is Ahmed, and I'm a filmmaker. I'm also a political commentator. I like to talk about philosophy, books, and break down movies and figure out the philosophy begin within the movies. So this is what I'm gonna do. This is my first ever live on YouTube, and this is what I'm going to do on this channel. Uh, the motive of this channel is that सीधी बात no bakwas kind of like situation. So coming with that thought, uh, you are all welcome, and for those people who are with me at this very moment, 55th, 60th, 57th second when I'm live, I'm very grateful to all of you. And if you're somebody who have found me later on and you're trying to watch my first stream, well, thank you very much for trying to figure out who I am and trying to watch my first stream. And thank you all. So without any delay, let's start for today. So today is the 27th of August. This is a Wednesday, and a very interesting news came in today that our girl Taylor Swift has decided that she has finally gotten married. So somebody very interesting has comments on her, and this is none other than our own beloved Charlie Kirk. So let's see what he has to say. So this is what Charlie.
More conservative. Engage in reality more and get outside of the abstract clouds. Reject feminism. Submit to your husband, Taylor. You're not in charge. And most importantly, I can't wait to go to a Taylor Kelsey concert. I can't say it without laughing. You got to change your name. If not, you don't really mean it. This is something that I hope will make Taylor Swift more conservative. Engage in reality more.
All right. So Mr. Kirk came up with his own idea. Just like he's just talking about the fact that Taylor Swift, that now she's married, apparently she should become more conservative, which I don't understand what does that supposed to mean. Uh, Very interesting, because the problem with Charlie Kirk is that Charlie Kirk doesn't know where to go. He is becoming irrelevant every day, and his ideologies are becoming irrelevant every day, and he just is trying to head on. Like, the most amazing part that there is a people who are actually sitting down and paying money to create this kind of show that Charlie Kirk is hosting. The problem is not that. The problem is that this is kind of like now rising kind of situation that is happening everywhere. Like, it is happening in the West, it is happening in the East, it is happening at every place. This kind of situation is like happening now, that they are like, we should be more conservative. And like the same thing happened when I'll show you one video, 1 second. We have this video over here. I'll show you. Candice Owen Jubilee. And according to her, again, this whole video, she had several claims. I'm not going to go into the whole debate. There were several claims. The first claim she made was that, claim number one, that the sexual revolution has devalued women and made them infinitely less happy. And again, there is no proof of this claim, that she just went on and, well, I was like, okay, cool, but like, you have not understood sexual revolution. How is it devaluing the woman? How is it infinitely making the woman less happy? She was she was not able to answer that question. Then, claim number two, she made, no career will give women as much joy and fulfillment as raising children, which is kind of like weird, because she is somebody on her own who's apparently doesn't giving up her own career. She's a journalist, and or she has a talk show or whatever she is doing in her own world. But why isn't she giving it all up? And then when somebody asked this to her, she said that I am working from home. But not everybody has that liberty. Somebody want to have a career, but like, This kind of ideas, I don't understand why we are living in 2025 and these kind of ideas, be it Charlie Kirk, be it Ben Shapiro, be it her, Candace Owen, all these kind of ideas are resurfacing back. And now, like, like what is happening currently in the political situation everywhere, it's not just America. Pick it up in Pakistan, India, or if we go towards more Western countries, we can see that the right wing is getting the power back for some apparent reason, and the first thing right wing want to attack is women, and I don't understand what's the concept behind trying to do that. Again, then she said we live under a matriarchy, not a patriarchy, which is kind of like weird. I don't understand how can she sit up. See, that's my problem with a lot of people. A lot of people come in, be it Charlie Kirk or be it somebody else who's from the right wing propaganda or from wherever. Their idea is that the man and woman cannot be equal because men and women are superior. But how? Because women give birth. That is their ideology of superiority. So you are removing the human element from them and you're just making them a machine which is giving baby. What if in future you create a possibility where there is a artificial womb, which also exists right now, and wo artificial womb are basically conceiving baby, then what's the purpose of women? Just kill all the women then, right? That's all it is. No, a woman is a human being. They have emotions. They want to cry. They want to feel all of the emotion. If somebody wants to work, they want to work. Somebody doesn't want to work, they don't. Freedom of expression and should exist. But then the main question comes in. A lot of people say that women misuse feminism. Well, a lot of people quote different example, like they quote like cases like Amber Heard, or the other cases like one of the cases that happened in India where the man was forced to commit suicide. All those cases, agreed, they exist, right? But those are rarities of the cases. You cannot say that one, two and two are equal, because the oppressor and oppressees are different. Men have been men have been an oppressor to the woman from a very long period of time. ठीक है. अब अगर we come to the point and we say that, oh, okay, but then what about those few? But those few women, I agree that if somebody is using the system wrong, yes, we can condemn them. But saying that the entire movement is wrong because two or three people are using the system against them, then that's wrong. In a likewise situation, like men have been oppressing women. There are examples that the historical evidences where women have been wiped off from history, where their contribution was not being considered as important. One of the greatest example I tell everybody is even in the scientific community, which you consider as one of the most liberal, most open-minded community, most educated community. When Marie Curie was getting her a Nobel Prize, even at that time, people were not very happy with her getting the entire scientific community was not happy, right? Because she was a woman, so her contributions were either listed with her husband, or after her husband there was a whole case that she's not a good character woman and all those situations. And that is the problem that women have been facing over time. So up until to the point where we say that both are equal, like both are equal in the society, even until then we cannot say that, oh, the women are basically dominating, which is what she was claiming. Uh, and then she said that feminism had made things easier for men, which I don't understand what she mean by that, because nobody in her entire in the entire debate, it was just pointless going from here to here and there to there. So I mean, these are certain crazy things that are happening around over here. So that is one thing which is very interesting. Uh, but as I said, I'm on this channel. I'm not just gonna talk about politics. There's also several things that we are discussing. So movies is one of my favorite things. So let's look at the new trailer of the Anurag Kashyap's movie Nishan G, and then let's understand him from this.
तो भैया गौर करिए और ध्यान से सुनिए। तो बना है सनीमा आप ही के लिए, काहे कि साला बॉलीवुड बिना कवनो जिंदगी कैसे जिए।
और कीजिएगा, लाए है हीरो ये बबलू निशान जी, और नाचे हैं इनके संगे रंगीली रिंकू।
ये भी आ गए और ये है अपने डियर मदर अम्मा के पिछलग्गू डब्लू।
लेकिन बट बिना अदरक हींग मिर्ची डाले बने कैसे मसाला, इसीलिए है कमाल अजीब और अंबिका चाचा।
जवाब हम देंगे, हम राजा हिंदुस्तानी। जवाब हम देंगे, हम राजा हिंदुस्तानी। खुद का गैंग बनाएंगे अब। बबलू, निशांची, रंगीली, रिंकू और डब्लू।
भैया दिल थाम के बैठे समोसा चटनी के साथ। देखिए ध्यान दीजिए इधर, क्योंकि ये लेके आ रहे हैं सबसे दुर्दांत फिल्मी निर्देशक अनुराग कश्यप। सांची आपके नजदीकी सिनेमा घरों में।
All right, so yeah, so I don't know if you are excited, but after Kennedy, अनुराग की बहुत सारी फिल्में, अनुराग wants to release Kennedy, but वो रिलीज नहीं हो पा रही है. There's a controversy, we can talk about it some other days later, but Nissan G is kind of like I don't have words in a way कि मैं इसको explain नहीं कर पा रहा in the way कि I'm excited in the way that he is coming up with a film, and the greatest thing is that he is going full blown. Like if you remember, he said गैंग्स ऑफ वासेपुर के अंदर उसने उन्होंने एक लाइन लिखी थी कि हिंदुस्तान में जब तक सिनेमा है ना लोग।
तो भैया गौर करिए और ध्यान से सुनिए।
And if you look over here,
तो बना है सिनेमा आप ही के लिए, काहे कि साला बॉलीवुड बिना कवनो जिंदगी।
see ये कॉन्ट्रडिक्ट कर रहा है अपनी ही लाइन को कि बॉलीवुड के बगैर क्या जिंदगी। एंड दिस इज ग्रेट बिकॉज व्हाट ही इज डूइंग राइट नाउ इज कि वो पुराना टाइम पीरियड में जाके जो एक्चुअल वो जो रॉ शोले टाइप मूवी का एलिमेंट है, यू कैन सी दैट। एंड यू नो अनुराग की एक और चीज बहुत स्पेसिफिक है कि यू कैन कि इसके अंदर भी ऐसे सर्टेन सीन्स है जहाँ पे ही इज टेलिंग द पर्सपेक्टिव फ्रॉम अ थर्ड पर्सन पर्सपेक्टिव, जहाँ पे कोई और बंदा आके गाने गा रहा है, बट इज अ वेरी डिफरेंट वे ऑफ communicating, जो कि we saw in Om Darbadar initially, then Anurag picked it up in and started doing it for in Gangs of Wasipur, and then currently it is happening over here. It also happened in Dave D a little bit, क्योंकि you just get separated away and then there is like a cabaret happening in disco and they are communicating the stories like somebody else communicating. This is what I like about things, that although this looks experimental, but it's also very masala in the film. Like, you know, like he tried to go experimental, people liked it, people did not like it, there was like mixed review, and now he's going all the way masala, which I think is great because he was also very recent interviews ke andar se he was very disturbed with whatever happening with the industry, so he decided that he does not want to participate in the industry anymore. So I think this is one of the things I think is a great thing that we are talking about over here. So that's another thing that I'm excited that like he has this option that now he's coming back at his own pace. He's trying to pick up the topics which is more familiar. His stories are more grounded. It looks very Anuragi with the screenplay, with the camera, with the action, with the title. This movie looks very Anuragi in itself. So that's an interesting take, and I'm very excited for this film. September 19, Amazon MGM Studios. So I hope this is gonna come out on Amazon Prime, I guess then.
मदर अम्मा के
So another interesting thing that I found a few days back that I want to talk about is बताता हूँ. No, no, no. Currently I searched it.
Hi, I'm Desi.
Nice to meet
Yes, this
This
again.
is an
So
international.
this is another trailer that I saw. It came online 9 hours ago. So it's trailer Tehran, John Abraham's Netflix.
This is an international matter. 3 countries में blast हुआ है.
Clearly an act of terrorism. Let's expose the. Where is Rajiv Kumar? पागल है सर. ये प्रॉब्लम एडवांटेज बन सकता है इस केस में. He cannot be trusted. सारे resources use करो. Get to the bottom of this. What was his name again? Rajiv Kumar, Delhi Police.
मेरी फैमिली को धमकी किसने दी थी?
जीत ने
मेरे घर में चिट्ठी किसने डाली थी?
साले ने.
जॉर्जिया, थाईलैंड, इंडिया, तीनों बॉम्ब्स में सिमिलैरिटी है.
اون مارکینی مینی همونی که ریشت میزنه. یالا.
जब एक सोल्जर किसी दूसरे सोल्जर को मारता है तो बात देश की होती है, लेकिन जब एक टेररिस्ट किसी मासूम की जान लेता है तो बात बहुत पर्सनल हो जाती है.
ऑपरेशन टेंशन नहीं है, ग्राउंड सपोर्ट मिलेगा नहीं. खतरा नेक्स्ट लेवल होगा.
जब तक बॉम्ब लगाने वाले हाथ काट नहीं दिए जाते तब तक इंडिया को कोई सीरियसली नहीं लेगा.
RK is entering Tehran.
The mission has been aborted. वापस आ जाओ.
RK, तुम अपनी जॉब से ज्यादा प्यार करते हो या अपनी कंट्री से?
हमारा काम ही कुछ अजीब है. जब करते हैं तो किसी को फर्क नहीं पड़ता, और जब नहीं करते तो सबको फर्क पड़ता है.
You're on your own.
What do you mean?
Your country just abandoned you.
Iran wants to kill him. Israel has ditched him. And India has deserted him.
Oh my god, this is so problematic. This is something you can only expect from. Yeah, my problem is that John Abraham was such a great actor. Okay? He was such a great actor that he has done such great movies. Okay? Like from the movies that he has done, from No Smoking to like producing movies like Vicky Donor, Madras Cafe. He is now, I don't know why he is adamant on trying to become this actor who's just action and nothing else. Like I don't understand this movie. I mean I've not seen it, but mujhe trailer se dekh ke it feels so problematic. Why? Because you have picked up Tehran, you're talking about Israel, you're talking about at the very moment where the war of Israel and Palestine is happening, you're trying to create a narrative, and obviously it's going to end up creating a narrative eventually. But why are you creating a narrative against Iran? It's pointless. Like, okay, now you're not pointing fingers at Pakistan, but now you're pointing fingers at Iran, which is again weird because like it's what I'm trying to explain over here is that you can create a movie which does not have to look so problematic from beginning में. ठीक है? You're like introducing elements, you're like doing everything, and that is what is happening. Like that same thing happened with like why are you focusing on war to type movies where you're just trying to show that there are terrorists who are coming to India and like doing things like that? I mean, there's so much potential in cinema that you can actually do certain things differently. But like that is my take. Like I don't like this take because I am not very happy with whatever they're trying to show because it doesn't make sense. Like, you know, क्यों बार बार एक ही जैसी चीज दिखानी है? Like, why are you trying to sell the similar narrative again and again and again. It doesn't make any sense. But anyways, I have one more thing that I have in my bag that I was looking that I can actually figure out. Yeah, it is a Sony's film, Sisu Road to Revenge. I can watch it in a bit second, but there's another film that I was very excited. One second, got the name of Jugunuma. Yeah. And see इसका ट्रेलर नहीं आया है कब तक. There has to be a trailer, right? for Jugunuma? Where is Jugunuma? Okay, so Jugunuma का ट्रेलर तो मुझे नहीं मिल रहा, but let's see. मनोज बाजपेयी की एक और फिल्म का ट्रेलर आया है, इंस्पेक्टर ज़ेंडे. Let's watch that.
एक कहानी सच्ची घटनाओं पर आधारित है।
अभी अभी सूत्रों से पता चला है कि इंटरपोल का मोस्ट वांटेड क्रिमिनल दिल्ली के तिहाड़ जेल से फरार हो चुका है। नाम क्या बोला साहब उसका?
काल भोजराज वाला 32 मर्डर्स हैं उसके नाम पर, 5 बार जेल से भागा है वो।
बॉम्बे पुलिस हैव द मैन हु हैड नैप्ड कार्ल। तुम्हें सांप पकड़ना आता है झेंडे?
सांप कितना भी जहरीला क्यों ना हो सर,
मंगूस सांप का बाप होता है। तो तुम हमारे मंगूस हो, बिना पूछ का, 2 पैरों वाला।
आपके क्यों?
क्योंकि मैंने ही 15 साल पहले पकड़ा था उसको।
तो बोल दीजिए ना उनको कि उम्र हो गई मेरी।
इंटरनेशनल प्रेशर इज बिल्डिंग अप सर।
काल मुंबई में 4 दिन था और वो मुंबई पुलिस को चक मारे के भागा है। झेंडे बैठो।
काल का सारा पैसा उसकी बीबी के पास है। चंटाल। शैंटल सर? चंटाल। शैंटल। अरे स्पेलिंग क्या बॉस?
ये एक सीक्रेट मिशन है, तुम लोग वहां अपना असली नाम यूज मत करना।
प्रभाकर कदम, हरि पवार, ऋषि कपूर। मैं मानता हूं कि हमारे पास हथियार नहीं, पैसा नहीं, लेकिन साले को लिए बिना तो जाएंगे नहीं। पांडु कहते हैं लोग हमें, मुंबई के पांडु, लेकिन कि मुंबई का पांडु अगर अपनी पे आ गया तो अच्छों का नसीब उलट देता है। ये एक टाइम पे एक को मारता है, तू सबको मारेगा क्या?
ऑल द बेस्ट मिस्टर। जो भी आपका नाम है।
जो भी नहीं सर, इंस्पेक्टर मधुकर बापूराव झेंडे.
Okay, so this is something interesting. ये देखो this is what you when you look at the trailer for the first time and you're like हाँ ये फिल्म देखनी है मैंने. This is like see आप कॉप फिल्म बना सकते हो. You don't always have to involve कि भाई आपके मुल्क पे हमला हो रहा है. You're getting attacked by this or the terrorist and this. You can keep it light and like you can create a film which actually have a story, which actually have a like see the character in the trailer is quirky, Inspector Jin, right? He's having a quirky habits, he's doing quirky stuff. It's a little bit like comedic script, but at the same time it is also trying to give you that story. The acting looks good. There's this ऐसा नहीं just put nameless action and doom 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 and like this the cars are flying and like ठीक है भाई ये हमने बनाने. See this is the difference of picking up a script. मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा that this would be a great film. I'm not saying that because I haven't seen it, and I'm also not saying that जी John Abraham की जो film थी Tehran would not be a good film. It could have been, it could be a good film, but from the trailer, the gist I'm getting that I would not sit down to watch a Tehran film because I know that this film is going to be some sort of propaganda film. Whereas Inspector Jende is something I might sit down and watch because I'll be like, huh, this has a genuine effort in it, so it could be a good film. Plus, acting is different. Like it's the whole film was not about John Abraham, John Abraham, John Abraham, John Abraham, John Abraham, John Abraham. Right? It was mostly like I felt like Baghi 3 type of vibes. Right? In this one, it's different. It's more quirky. It's more different, and it's not just all about Manoj Bajpayee. It's talking about other characters, which is what makes this kind of film more interesting. And I think this is one thing that I want to talk about, and I think we can. I would do more of such streams, and for now, I think this is a great live session. And as soon as I have something more, I can just sit down and do more. So from my side, that's the end. Thank you for being in touch.